Hello friends, this is Terry from Yokai Gaming TV, and welcome to Yokai Watch Y Academy, episode 22. You can be a Y-tuber! Yes, I know that was loud, because I'm trying to be a Y-tuber. Kimi ni mo nareru Y-shuba. Well, I've learned if you want to be a Y-tuber or a yokai YouTuber, you just have to be loud. At least that's what I've learned from this episode. The louder you are, the better. I'm kidding. Don't dislike. But this episode was really good. I'm ignoring all of the fart jokes because this entire first part, well, after this first part, there's an entire section dedicated to Onara, aka farting. But this episode does introduce us to some new characters, and we do also get the mental imagery of Natsuki being adorable, which basically has melted Junpei's mind. Not that there was much in there to not be melted by this. But yeah, I now am slightly sympathetic towards Junpei. We were introduced to Yokokin, a Y-tuber. And we were also introduced to Miss Morina Tojiko-san. And I was polite and proper for her because she is adorable, guys. She is so tiny. I think Sandayu, or Koma-san Koma-san is actually taller than her. Like, she is a real shorty. Like, her height is really small. I mean, when you watch the episode, or if you've already watched it, she is only slightly taller in like perspective shots, like in like full panel or like full landscape type shots. So this episode is all about being a Y-tuber. So it's about making videos, getting views, or in Junpei's take, getting dislikes, and then realizing that the power of farts is all he needs, and the fact that Level 5 is not going to take the show seriously in the slightest, so neither am I. And with me saying that, Onara! Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say as sequences is fart. I was actually gonna burp or fart while recording this, but I am a gentleman and will not do that unless I am live streaming. And in that situation, it's like a situation of desperation where it just kind of happens. But let's talk more about the episode. Also, bunnies get views. And also, bunnies get 100 likes. If you have a bunny or a kawaii girl in your video, you're pretty much set. I was gonna set the thumbnail of this to Natsuki being cute, or to like a cute bunny hopping around. But no, I am not a clickbait boy. At least not right now. But maybe when I become a Y-tuber. Okay, I should not keep going loud when I say Y-tuber. But yeah. It was after the fact that Junpei wanted to become Jibakin after being defeated by a bunny, and after meeting Yokokin, who completely embarrasses Junpei on live YouTube television. Also, his YouTube room looks very sketchy. I'm just pointing that out. I was really hoping that the big teddy bear looking thing in the background would be the Onryo of this episode. I'm kind of happy it wasn't. But everyone decided to laugh at Junpei's farts because we're all 5 years old, so that's what we're going to do. So, ah ha ha ha. So he farted like an elephant, then he farted like an ambulance, which dude has talent to do that. And then he farted out a romantic drama, or a teledrama. And then he farted out a detective drama. But after that, Yoko King retaliated by putting black ink on everyone's face. And I feel really bad for Kyubi and for Milo Daido, because they got both afros and ink on their face, and same thing with everyone else. So we are then introduced to a situation where Yoko King basically ambushes Junpei, basically charges him because he does not like Junpei's popularity. He is appalled by it. He thinks that he is the only one that should be important. Little does he know that no, we are all important to the plot of this show. Even Blue Pond. So he pulls his pants off and tries to fart because Onara is the hot thing for YTubers to do. And he becomes, well, he produces an Onryo gas instead of a real gas. He becomes Medasuko Tosuki, which is like another form of Media King. Or Media Giant, even though it's not really right. But we are introduced to a second Onryo in the situation after Medasuko Tosuki basically Rex Kingo Benimaru. Like, Junpei went all in. He played really aggressive when he transformed. He went for the kill shot right away. But the kill shot was not good enough. Also, the animation quality was slightly better than what it's been. Ever since the Emma episode, it's been better. What I'm assuming is they had people off because of the whole pandemicomania going on. But then, after Junpei fails, both Little Commander and Clock Lady both failed as well. And when this Onryo was about ready to end this all by delivering a death blow, also guys, I'm pointing out that Motaro is actually the MVP of this episode. Other than Miss, what's her name? Morina Tojiko. Though those two are the MVPs of this episode when you really think about it. But Miss Morina basically blocks the attack that was being ready to be fired at our YSP club at Fubuki and Sandayu. Also, Fubuki x Sandayu confirmed. I'm kidding. Or am I? I'm probably kidding, because that would mess up a lot of people's ships. But also, you guys get a new ship this episode. You get Media Sukoski and Jiminandino, which is a cute little ghost with blushy cheeks and two knives, because waifus have knife-us. Her hat's really cute as well. But she basically counters this big attack that he was about ready to fire off at the YSP club. And then we go to Flashback Mania, guys. We find out that these two Onryo were actually performers at a circus. And what had happened in this situation is that the circus had a bit of an accident and had burned down. And the clown, like the guy with the green hair, basically Buggy, became obsessed with likes and views. So he spirited YTubing. And our particular YTuber, Yokokin! Yes, I am going to say that anytime Yokokin is a recurring character, at least once in an episode, Onora. But basically, our new friendly on Leo, because I don't think Jimmy Nadino would have attacked our YSP club because she protected them, which she kind of broke the rules of being an Onryo, if you think about it. Because normally they don't protect people or stand to counter anything. But then Whisper stops, or Haruhiko stops everything by throwing 2 twin death hairs, or inspiriting hairs, at both of these two, fusing them together, making them into one violent, terrifying, devastating Onryo, which is now Media Giant, I think, or whatever you want to call it. It's like, yeah, it's just Media Giant's alternative form. But with that being said, Media Giant begins sucking people through the phone, like transferring them and altering them and making them what they don't want to be, even though they're addicted to their phone to begin with. Also, I'm just gonna point out that I also noticed something. It seems like Yokokin is influenced by a Japanese YouTuber, Hikakin Games, who is basically just, he's kind of a meme. If you really think about it, he is really loud, he's kind of obnoxious to a certain degree, like a little bit, not over the top. Also, Fubuki's voice has a slight echo. I want to point that out because I heard it, but I didn't think that it might have been myself, like my headset. But this might be the fact that she may have recorded her lines from home. Also, God bless all of these voice actors and actresses going out of their way to do this, like during this pandemic. Guys, we have to give them a moment of respect. They truly deserve it. Like, I heard a little bit of echo on Blue Pond's side of things too, just the tiniest bit. Even if Blue Pond wasn't at home, there was still an echo in some of the lines that he says. It could have been the filter they were using for some of the stuff, but I do digress. I give a lot of credit for these voice actors working right now, but I need to get back to the story. Both Koma and Fubuki hid together. Fubuki x Koma confirmed. But what basically happened is Blue Pond powers up Junpei, but Motaro, real MVP here, hauled Junpei to a hiding spot. The newly powered up Junpei Kengo Benimaru smites Media Giant. Like, legitimately, whatever the new attack really is, he just smited him. And also, Blue Pond ate the medal, but Blue Pond's like, hey, we're friends now, you've given me snacks, here, take my medals, my Blue Moon medal, my medal of myself, another mage medal, my mage attack medal, your mage attack medal, all of these medals, they're yours. I promise I won't snack on them, but I'm not holding any promises. I'm exaggerating. Of course he's gonna eat other medals. That's how he becomes a buff person. Not like a bulky boy, like a boy that lives, but a buff bot. Blue Pond, or Blue Moon, is based off of a blue mage from Final Fantasy. The fact that he was able to rejuvenate, and in a previous episode, back when the aliens first appeared, I'm using air quotes, boys and girls, he basically protected or barriered Kengo Benimaru, if you think about it. But the episode ends with Yokokin farting on the school's homepage. That's basically the end of the episode. It was Rudy Tooty and horrible. Like, that part. It's like he could have ended the episode any Like, they could have ended this any other way, but they chose to fart. But that's okay, because I know Hino is actually 5 years old. So I'm fine with that. Now, since I know that the audience is aimed more towards the age group of 5 to 10, which is what it probably should have been marketed as to begin with. I mean, there are some dark overtones or undertones in this situation, but I mean, in these episodes, these past ones, but it's been more or less lighthearted and fart oriented, so it's kind of presumed that that's the age group. Because originally, myself and the Yokai Advisor kind of thought that they aren't specifying an age group. One episode is super serious and really structured. The next episode is like they threw darts at a dartboard. And then the next episode is a little bit more structured. I do have to say, what they're doing with the on-reel is pretty much spot on. I like the fact that there were 2 in this one. And I like the fact that Haruhiko is becoming more and more of a prominent threat. I mean, he's been threatening this entire time. But the fact that he fused 2 Onryo together to make a much stronger Onryo, had it not been for Blue Pawn, we would have had to have been saved by Ronto. You guys do know that. The YSP Club would have had to have been saved by the Student Council. Ronto and friends. But that's it for this episode review. You guys have yourselves a fantastic rest of your morning, afternoon, and or evening. Remember, YTubing is hard, so hit that like button. You dig? And if you're new, hit your ultimate on that subscribe button. That sounded like the dumbest thing I've ever said. So, just subscribe if you like this content. If not, you can go on your way. That's fine too. But, as always, have a great day, be safe, and have fun. Bye-bye.